Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers.
To kick off for San Francisco.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 81 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo lines up and lets it go. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7. Robbie Gould to kick off for
each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Great solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Wilson. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll have a first down past the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Wilson on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First down.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
The kick is
and it's up and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, 49ers 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on first down.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. These 2 rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. They find some open field here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
It's the score, Seahawks 21, 49ers 14. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Gain on the play.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
57,
Wilson now off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 19-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd down.
Play action. Now Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
It's a gain of 3.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
This is 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
9-yard line.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
To the 49.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. That's the pass.
Draw play. Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
21. Here we go.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. On first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Jimmy Ward.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Buying time to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Devontae Freeman as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Jerick McKinnon now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On play action, now Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they're able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. And a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Gold on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action with Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 40-yard line.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 on the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 10.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Mostert. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and 1, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold to add the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
28 all. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
The Seahawks 1st down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Freeman again. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
The ball carrier.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Mostert. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. 21, 21.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Mostert. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
With 3 scores in this game, I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He's going to throw
Filet,
times.
filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Right.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Dancing to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensively.
Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
Number 31.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check. 1, Omaha. Tighten up.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Don't say nothing. Check safety. 21. Here we go. Hey, gun. Mike 56. Mike 56. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. 11. You're all mine. 56, the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Garoppolo to throw. Oh, and you can forget overtime. This is going to be a safety in the final minute of the game. Oh, my. Gosh, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you've got a tie game and time running out. You've got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
On the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The 34-yard line.
Get in the right room. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Switch up.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Niners, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars.